Hey, Karyn Bryant here for MMA Heat. I'm talking with Rory MacDonald, who is fighting for the title at Bellator 192 against Douglas Phenom Lima. Where do you think he is the most dangerous? What are you most looking out for?
I think he likes to stand up. You've seen most of his fights there. He's got great power. But he's well-rounded. He's got skills on the ground, and obviously he's a big guy. He's athletic. So I think he's going to want to keep it standing, but he's prepared everywhere.
And we know that you are always prepared everywhere too, but it's been a little while since we've seen you in action. So what new wrinkles might we see? What kind of different Rory might we see come Saturday night?
I think similar to what you've seen against Paul Daley. I know it was more of like me just like controlling the whole fight until it ended, but I think a sharper, more precise version. I've got to work on the strengths that I've built out in the last couple of years, and I think it'll be, you know, if everything goes the way it did in training camp, and I do what I do out there, it's going to be the best performance of my life.
And speaking of your training camp, we saw obviously that George St Pierre had come back. That's a person who's been a huge influence in your life. What has his return to the game done for you? Has it done anything for you mentally, physically, and as long as yeah.
It doesn't do nothing for me. I'm happy for the guy. You know, he won a middleweight championship. That's epic. You know, the guy he's put himself in a whole new category now. So I'm really happy for him, and I'm just hoping that he recovers from his stomach thing that's going on, and yeah, I just wish the best for him.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, we wonder what you're going to do here in terms of your future. Scott Coker said during the press conference that he wants you to be very active. So, in your mind, what does that mean?
4 fights a year. Yeah.
So, how quickly do you think you can turn it around? I know people never really know if they're hurt, but ideally then, if it's 4 fights a year, you'd fight again in April or so?
April, yeah. That's what me and Scott had spoke about. So we'll see what happens, obviously, after Saturday, but that's what I'm looking at.
And when you look at the division, where do you see the depth? Because with you talking about wanting to fight up in the heavyweight Grand Prix, does that mean that you don't see a whole lot of challenges for you so far at 70?
So much that. I don't know if it was the time I had to wait between the Daley fight and this one. Just a little bit of frustration and, you know, eagerness to get in there, seeing that there's this tournament going on. I wanted to, you know, kind of be a part of a tournament. It just seems like there was cool opportunities happening. I'm sitting on the sidelines waiting. So, you know, it seems now that Scott has got some, you know, he's got things lined up for me. So I won't be on the sidelines much. So that makes me happy. You know, I see a lot of contenders in the division. Michael Venom Page is obviously, you know, he's got to be more active, but you know, I see him being a title contender, and there's obviously a bunch of other guys too. So, but right after this fight, I wouldn't say no to going up to middleweight. There's Mousasi, and you know, if I win this title, I'd love to take on the champion there. And, you know, I defend both championships. I could fight Mousasi at middleweight for the title. I could fight anyone here in welterweight for the title as well.
Yeah, the idea of you versus Gegard is really intriguing. I feel like a lot of people want to see that fight. And realistically, you believe that could happen?
Oh, yeah. I don't see that not happening. I think it's... I mean, unless one of us like loses a fight and the timing goes off, but you know, I see that's a great potential future fight this year even.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Rory. Best of luck.
All right, thank you.